My dear students, today we're going to learn about the chapter named Factorization. So in this chapter you will going to explore the concept of factorization in mathematics, focusing on its application in algebraic expressions, and in this presentation we will cover all key concepts, techniques which will going to help you master in this important topic. So let's get started. So my dear students, the first question is, what is factorization? So the answer of factorization is very simple. Factorization in simple terms is the process of breaking down a mathematical expressions into its simpler parts, called factors. So when we're going to break and mathematical expressions into its simpler parts, and that simpler part is known as factors, that process is known as factorization. These factors, when multiplied together, will result in the original expressions. Okay, when we're going to again multiply all these factors together, we will get our original mathematical algebraic expressions. Okay, let us take one example with you. So suppose that we have a pizza and we divide this pizza into small slices like this. Okay, these slices represented factors, and when these factors again put into together, we will get the algebraic expressions. So this whole pizza represent algebraic expressions, and the slices of this algebraic expressions represent factors. So I hope you are understanding. Okay, the process of factorization is crucial technique in algebra and other areas of mathematics. So it helps us to simplify complex expressions and solve equations, making it a vital tool for understanding and manipulating mathematical concepts. So these are some applications of factorization, how the factorization will going to help us. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, now we're going to learn about the factorization of a algebraic expressions. So factors of a monomial. First we will going to learn about the factors of monomial. So first question will raise in your mind that what is monomial? Monomial क्या होते हैं? So monomials are the algebraic expression having one terms. ठीक? So those algebraic expressions which having the one terms are known as monomials, and two terms that called binomials, and three terms that called trinomials. So a monomial is a single term of algebraic expressions like 3x, 5y square. Are factors of a monomial is a number or the variable that divides the monomial evenly. So as you can see here is only one term. That's why it is called monomial. So here we can see that the factor of 5y, just we write like this. So the factors of 5y square is 1, 5 itself, y, and again y square. In the same way, the factor of 6x squares are 1, 2, 3, 6, x, and x squares. All these numbers will going to divide this 6x square individually. So a basic definition of factors comes in your mind that factor is a number that divides the given number. The number which divides the given number is a factor of that number. Understand? Okay, our next topic is common factor of monomial. Monomial. Suppose that we have two monomials, for example, 4x cube and 8x square. So the factors of 4 is what? 1, 2, 4, x, x square, and x cube. In the same way, the factors of 8x square is what? 1, 2, 4, 8, x, and x square. So as you can see here, what are the common factors among them is the 1, 2, 4, and x square. So here 1, 2, 4, and x square, and x also are the factors of these monomials. So we can say that when two or more monomials share the same factors, we call those common factors. So when these factors which are available in both the monomials and they are common to both the numbers, they are called common factors. We call them common factors. Okay. So from all these factors, we conclude that the highest common factor of these monomial is 4x square. We will talk about the term HCF later on this video. Okay, so HCF is a term, we will going to discuss it later in this video. So right now you understand the highest one, the highest number which will going to divide this number is 4x square. So now let's move to our next slide. Now we will going to learn about prime numbers. So a prime number is a whole number greater than 1 has only two factors, 1 and itself. So a prime number having two factors, 1, that is 1, and the other one is what? Its self. So these numbers are known as prime numbers. So for examples 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. As you can see here, 2 is the only even prime number. Okay, rest are odd prime numbers. Now let us discuss about prime factorizations. When the term itself signifies that prime factorization is the process of breaking down the number into the prime factors. Means when we are going to take the factors of a given number in terms of prime numbers, that process is known as a prime factorization. Suppose that we have a 12 as example is given here. So 2 into 2 into 3. So the factor of 12 is 2, 2 and 3. So factors of 2 can also possible 4 and 6 also. But as you can see here, 4 and 6 is not a prime number, whereas 2, 3 are the prime numbers. So on writing a number's factor into its prime number is known as prime factorization. So next topic is prime factorization of monomials. So monomials, as we know, that single terms. So we can say we can use the same concept of prime factorization for monomials. For examples, the prime factorization of 12x square is 2 into 2 into 3 into x. So we get 12x square. So 12x square. So if we can write like this now, 2 into 2 into 3 into x. So we have written this monomial into its constituent prime numbers. So this is known as prime factorization. As we have discussed earlier, that we will going to discuss in the further video about the greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor is the GCF. The short form of the greatest common factor is the GCF, or the we can also write the HCF, the highest common factor. Both are same. So the GCF of the two or more numbers is the largest number that divides into the number evenly. For example, the greatest common factor of 12 and 18 is 6. As you can see here, 6 divides 18 and 6 also divides 12. But we also know that 1 can also divide the 12 and 18. 2 also can divide the 12 and 18. 3 can also divide 12 and 18. 4 cannot. 6 can also divide 12 and 18. But among all these, 6 is the highest or the greatest among all. So that's why we call 6 as a GCF or HCF. Understand everyone? Okay, now how GCF or HCF help us? So it help us by finding the GCF, help us simplify expressions and solve equations more efficiently. There are different methods to find the GCF, such as the listing the factors or using prime factorization. So we will learn it later. Till now you have to understand this much. Students, our next topic is factorization by taking out a common factor. So in this method, we will going to find out the factorization of the numbers by using their common factor. Okay, let us see one example here. We have a 4x square and here is we have 8x. As you can see, the factor of 4x is what? 2 into 2 into x into x, and here is what? 2 into 2 into x. So as you can see here, 2 2, one factor is common there, again 2 2, again it comes common, and 1x and 1x is there. So all these numbers comes in a common of these two numbers factors. So what we left with 4x square, we left with x, and what we left here, we left with 2. On further solving, we have 4x, x plus 2. So the factors of 4x square and 8x is what? 4x, x plus 2. In this way, we have to write all the answers. So all these steps are mentioned here in step 1, step 2 and step 3. Read it and understand it. Our next topic is factorization by grouping the terms. So it is written here that this technique is used for expressions with 4 or more terms. 4 या 4 से ज़्यादा terms के लिए ये technique use होती है. Group the terms with common factors together. For example is given here. We have example ax plus ay plus bx plus by. As you can see here, we group it together and we group it together, ax plus ay and bx plus by. So as you can see that here what a is common in both, a is common here and b is common in both. So we can see that x plus y is there and x plus y is there. Again we got a common number. And in final step we take out common this x plus y out of the expression. So we have what, x plus y taking as a common and a plus b which is left inside. So this is our answer, and it is the factor of ax plus by, sorry, ax plus ay plus bx plus by. Yes, yes, ax plus ay and bx plus by. It is correct. So that's all for today. This is the introduction of this chapter. In our next video, we will come with the exercises of this chapter.
Thank you for joining me today in our learning journey. Remember, education is the key to unlocking your full potential. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop learning. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. See you in the next lesson, and until then, keep striving for excellence. Goodbye, and happy learning.